Hi guys, how are you? The topic today is Secrets of Matrix. I will add my friend Olga Silia now and we will start. Prepare your questions, please. Okay, Olga, I don't see you. Okay, now I see you.
I can see you well.
Hi.
Everybody who already joined.
Lady, you're next to Ocean, right?
Yes, I am. I hope the sounds will not interfere us in any way. Let me
Sound
know
is
if there's any
clear.
noise. Can you hear me?
I'm surprised, but sound is very clear. Usually it's not like that. Usually it's windy next to the water.
Maybe, I mean, there are quite some people here, not too many, but yeah. Anyways, we have a really hot topic today that we've been actually planning to do for so long. Just never got a chance. Something was getting in the way, and that's one of the hidden secrets, how the subject of today's conversation is working. When we'll start expanding our consciousness and understanding that life might not be the life we thought we live in, and we start paying more attention onto those fantasy movies that actually are not fantasy. A lot of them do reveal how things are operating in this universe. It's just because there is a law of free will, and they have to respect. The globalists have to respect the law of free will of other people. That's why they're coding the secret information through fantastic movies. So a lot of you guys who are watching this and all over the world, people are familiar with the movie Matrix that has 3 parts, if I'm not mistaken, maybe more. Today's video, we're not going to discuss the movie Matrix, but we are going to discuss the hidden secrets and the concept of Matrix. There was one person who asked me questions when I was posting some of the stories. So the person was asking me, Olga Selena, what do you mean matrix? You always refer to that term. What do you mean by that? So I was thinking that there is no better person than Daria who can introduce our English speaking audience to the term matrix and to the concept of it. How do you view it? How do you understand it? And is this true that we do live in the matrix?
Thank you so much. Yes, of course, we live in the matrix. Okay, let's make it clear. There are millions different worlds, not only our dimension. So there are infinity of dimensions and worlds and even universes. And every place, every world, each dimension has own metrics, own bubble, own rules, own reality. We know some sacred books about life beyond this reality. Some places which controlled by higher forces, some places which controlled by demonic forces. There are plenty of realities which way worse than Earth, where beings don't have that much free will, freedom, choices. So I just want to introduce you to my point of view, not you, but who watch us, to my point of view that, yeah, there is a matrix, but there is nothing bad about it. We can learn the rules, we can find the way to be a professional gamer. Of course, this reality is not very easy. There are infinity of realities which are way higher than this world. And many of us used to live there 1,000 times, million times. Some people used to live in higher dimension, and those people, they have big heart, high intelligence, they have tendency to make good music, do spiritual work, energy healing, etc. And those beings feel like, wait, something is not normal. I didn't come here just to eat, to be unhappy, struggle. I'm not for that, and I'm not like those people with like big shark teeth who just want to make money jump over each head and build bad karma. So some beings have huge memories and bright memories, feelings about everything might be very different. I mean, matrix. But okay, for some reason you're here right now. Maybe you came here because you have some unbalanced karma. Maybe you came here because you have a very high level of gamer. You came here to be influencer. Maybe you came here because of some matrix traps, possible as well. But you already here. Yes, there is a matrix. What is a matrix? It's like contract which works over here. For example, when we come to restaurant, we also kind of sign contract. Now we must wait until our order will come. We must pay. We must to be adequate. Even if we don't like something, we cannot say like change your table or tell those people to get out or something like that. Each place, each space has its own rules, energy field, and we just supposed to know it. But even in this matrix, we can easily, really easily learn how to live not system life. It's possible as well. Sorry for long introduction. It's very huge.
Not at all. Thank
Honestly,
you.
thank you. Honestly, I think we could speak about matrix for 100 hours. That's why I'm kind of jumping, mixing all together.
It's okay. No, I really wanted you to introduce the audience with your understanding of Matrix. There is a lot of misinformation online, so be mindful of this. Because I really resonate with what you share on your Russian speaking pages, and I think a lot of people should learn from you, and a lot of people should get to know you more, because honestly you helped so many people live better life in all ways, financial, health, and personal life. A lot of people give you positive feedback on a daily basis, and that says something.
So you
And
are,
when I started learning, thank you. When I started learning from you many years ago, I realized that my levels of understanding of the reality shifted, and my reality shifted with it together. That's why we're here to share, because a lot more people can have much better life. But first comes from the understanding where we actually are. So let's be honest, guys. And please, if there's going to be any sound interference, or I'm going to be like closed, like my voice is not going to be heard, don't be surprised. This is part of the games that Matrix likes to play with people. As soon as you touch upon this sensitive topic, Matrix doesn't like people to talk about it, because its main interest lays within extracting your energy. Energy can be both positive, negative, and keeping you asleep. Everybody who is asleep becomes like a battery for the device, like a donor. That's what Matrix likes to do, and its main purpose is to extract all the juices until you're empty and throw you away, which in this world is called death. You know, everybody dies biologically. There is biological hours and time for everybody. But those people who are onto the path of spiritual enlightenment already understood the soul has a journey, and the journey doesn't end in this bodies. Some people call them avatar. We have a lot of reference to avatar on our mutual, lives and on conversation with like-minded individuals. So when you hear the word avatar, it also, one of the examples is this beautiful, amazing movies, the cinematography, but another concept of avatar is our vessel. Vessel, it is avatar. It's our body. It's the temporary container where our soul resides. So a lot of awakened people, they just touch their head like this, and they don't know how to survive in this prison, because once you start understanding how everything works, you realize it's like a prison. You don't have enough fresh air, because when you're surrounded by all this systematical instruments that Matrix tries to push on you. One of them is cigarettes. Other one is alcohol. Drugs, it's another story. I think it's very obvious. We're not going to even go deep into it. Chemical, medicinal remedies that's supposed to heal you and treat you. Garbage foods everywhere, especially those who live in the United States will understand. When I was my last travel, I was traveling, I was in the hotel, I turned on American TV, I was like, wow, really? Like every single commercial was about garbage food, medicine that's supposed to heal you from the diseases that you might not even have and never would have in the first place if you were not eating the garbage food, you know what I mean? It's like this whole thing is reserved to make a scenario that's only one scenario. You leave, you give all your energy, you get sick, you have family just like everybody else because you need to go to university, get a degree, work for somebody else, and then you obviously need to get sick, and then you die. That's it. And that scenario doesn't sound positive, does it?
And besides of that, in the middle of this scenario, you cannot be full of energy and with clear mind and clear thoughts. So in the middle of that scenario, everyone, according to Matrix, must be half consciousness, half awaken, and using like little bit of energy. So when everyone is like 25 years old, everyone must be already like live like in a kind of like in alcohol dream. People don't even have clear mind. They like they cannot even do like simple tasks. Like you go to some offices, banks, whatever, to the store, and you see like people cannot even comprehend like some primitive tasks. They kind of like in a dream, again because of garbage food, because of marijuana everywhere in USA, by the way, and not only in many countries it's legal, because of alcohol, yeah, everything. So all these traps start to swallow people around 25 years age. Why? Because Matrix wants new batteries. Matrix letting people to be kind of full of energy when they 18 or 20. So Matrix let them to sleep with everything which moves, preferably make some babies, which also will be like batteries for the Matrix. And then when person is like 25, person already kind of getting old. But when you know how everything works, you stay full of energy and healthy and in perfect shape any age.
That's right. For those who don't know us or haven't seen any of our other videos, I highly recommend you guys to check out either one of our YouTube channels. We give a lot of very useful information on health remedies, on holistic health approach to wellness, on vitamins, on beauty. That's actually how we started collaborating, and we did this series of live interviews in order to introduce the audience how they can make their health better by applying certain holistic approaches instead of treating their body with chemicals, which actually damages even more. In a retrospective, it's by all means not working. So please check out those videos. We'll be attaching the links under this one. And also, we explain a lot, which we're not gonna dive into it today, but we explain a lot that people are not equal. In a video that's called Four Types of People. We're equal by the rights. Yes, we have equal rights, but we are not equal by the levels of consciousness. And when people who belong to the higher level consciousness individuals, which if you can guess is the lowest amount of people in the world, it's the fourth category, fourth caste. People of the fourth case, when they start awakening, they understand that surviving in this prison is much easier than it actually was thought by them. Because when you realize, okay, I'm in prison, this is like a zoo, or how our friend Adam likes to call it terrarium, right? Terrarium or zoo. That's how a awakened person feels at first when you wake up. Even Neo in the movie Magic, when he woke up, he was like, what's going on, right? So those people start realizing, okay, that's the truth. I'm in the zoo. The zoo is trying to push onto me the systematic behavioral system. They expect from me a certain behavior. They expect from me certain results when it comes to like work and family and certain indications of health, which should be low. In Matrix's expectation, our health should be very low, so we can be much more easily manipulated. And people, when they are in constant fear is a very constructing emotion, very negative. Energy of fear is paralyzing. Person under the fear can be manipulated so easily, and that's what the system is trying to make sure that that's what people are experiencing on a daily basis. A lot of negative waves come from watching media, and there is a lot of information on media which is has to be selectively chosen by you. Do not believe everything you watch. Always verify, always educate, always learn. But question, where to find time to educate yourself when all the day is reserved for Matrix's work, which is the job that majority of people do not enjoy by all means. They just go there because of money. And after 8 hours of work, let's take a medium size, because, in American legal standards, 8 hours is the hours of work which you should not exceed, because otherwise it's going to be overtime. But still, there are jobs where people have to work much more hours, and 10 and 15 and 20, and in some other places in the world it's completely normal to have a working day lasting forever. And then when you come home, you have those who have children have a big set of obligations as parents, those who have other type of routines that they have to do, and then that's it. The day is over. When to develop, when to educate yourself, there is no time for that. And that's one of the biggest traps that people fall into. They just start living in this circle where there is no exit from it. And that's what Matrix is. So the awakened souls, when they realize, okay, I'm in the trap, there is a question: how to break the chains of this prison, how to break the chains, how to set free, how to be living in harmony while understanding that you are in the game and understanding the rules of the game.
Amazing question. Amazing question. I really want to talk about it. When a person wake up, what people usually do when they wake up in the matrix, they go to yoga classes, they listen to some lectures, esoteric lectures on YouTube, they start buy some healthy foods,
Crystals.
Crystals, yeah. Do meditation sometimes, do some breathing techniques. So they start from small parts, and it will take a few years or maybe entire life. But this is not enough. This is not enough. The real challenge, the real awakening moment will start when person will be ready to do big changes. And it's always hard. It's always with huge pain. Not everyone is ready to it, but it's only one way to wake up. So what is huge challenge? When you start change big broken parts of your life. For example, imagine someone has a car and something is not all right, and person don't want to accept the truth that engine should be changed, or tires or some expensive parts, and it will be a crazy headache. No one wants to accept it, and person start like, maybe I should do car wash, maybe I should clean my mirrors, maybe I should air spray in the car. And everyone stuck on that stage, everyone, but not everyone can accept the truth. But matrix works perfectly. By the way, it helps us as well because it's a good indicator. Matrix will show you, you still not rich, you still depend on your boss, you still have a boss, you're not healthy, you're not happy, you don't look good, your wife is crazy and doesn't love you, something is not all right. And matrix will show it until person will understand, yeah, it will be painful, but yeah, I think I should change this work. I think I maybe should change wife or husband. Maybe I should move from the city to another. Maybe I should finally stop take these foods, these drinks, or these drugs forever. Yes, it's not uncomfortable truth. It's like accept that you need to change like half of all things inside your car instead of just clean it slightly. You need to accept this truth, and not everyone is ready, because for most of people it's more convenient to sleep in how to say болото. Good
Swamp,
question. How
swamp,
swamp?
swamp,
Oh,
swamp.
swamp. Okay, so for most of people, most, not everyone, but for most of people, it's more comfortable, convenient for now to sleep in warm, nasty, um, smelling swamp than start move out and change something, because in this case you need to open your mind, make it open. It's hard, it's crazy hard, it's scary to bring some new waves into your life. It's very scary. At least you know what to expect from reality, what you used to experience yesterday, 1 month ago, 5 years ago. At least you know. So why I use this word gamer, someone who live life as a game? Because only the gamer can open these boards of consciousness, open mind, and accept something new. Realize, wake up and realize, I was poor for 10 years, for 30 years, who cares? Now I know the rules. Now I have mind of rich person and start do something new. This flexibility of mind is very rare. It's like a diamond. Few people has it. flexibility of mind, it's a big, big, big gift. And you really need to meditate, you need to wake up, you need to realize a lot of things to have your mind open. You need to cut off drugs, some certain foods, alcohol, some certain activities like gossip 5 hours a day. Some people live like that, etc. This this matrix is a paradox. Some people working hard and just they washing floor somewhere all their life and making a couple coins just to eat something. And some people work million times less and making millions just because they dare, they want. We can change our reality each second. It's very flexible, very flexible. Depends what you choose, what you believe in. If you believe making money is very hard, yeah, you go, you wash dishes. Or if you believe making money it's easy, you start your own business, boom, it goes, it flows. Because matrix never holds you. Matrix cannot be your enemy. Rules like a dance. You decide something, and matrix like a mirror telling you, sure, go ahead. Just like that.
That's very amazing what you just mentioned about the flexibility of mind. This is one of those tools, gadgets that you can use if you find yourself in a situation where you're awakening spiritually and you realize you're in the like you feel like you're in jail. A lot of things that you would like to change in your life, there are a lot of things that you wish to change. Know that you do have the power to change. It's not the system where there's no way and no escape. The system likes to play by the rules, by knowing and applying them into your life. The system is not your enemy, but the system is also like a training platform for warriors. If the weaklings are going to be weak, they're going to be separated from all the goodness, all the success people so desperately cling to. So a lot of things that people wish they had, they are not going to achieve it if they will be remaining in the low vibrational state of consciousness and feeling like they are incapable or they are they're not good enough. Just know that the potential you are born with, each and one of you who is watching this, the potential is immense. It's tremendous big. And don't let the hardships of the system put you down, because this is one of the battlefields. Imagine how many good examples we all heard. The person who established Starbucks, I'm not like admiring, oh wow, Starbucks. I've drank a better coffee than Starbucks, as a matter of fact, but Starbucks is an undeniable example of success. And the guy was denied many, many, many times for that loan that he went to the bank to get the loan to open that business. And not only Starbucks guy, everybody who is very big now, everybody was admitting in their life interviews, in their autobiographies, that success was earned really, really hard. People had to work so hard. They had to try again, fail, try again, fail, try again, fail, try again. And there was, for somebody, so many times that any average person would think, maybe it's not for me. Maybe universe doesn't want me to do it. Or maybe it's a sign from God that I shouldn't go to that direction. Why I always have failure? But you have to look at it from different angle. Only the strongest survive. This world has the economic principle of competition. The competition is everywhere. Why? Because our souls have a long, long journey where, we're here for temporary reasons. And the main point is not to make all that money and only have taken care of my family, my house, my dog, my cars, whatever. It's the point is that you leave something behind, some legacy. And by legacy, I don't mean a bunch of kids, not necessarily. People think, oh, I have kids, that's it, I'm done, my mission is over. It's not that simple. We're here not to be a mere consumers and parasites. We're here to be creators. We're here to leave something great behind. That's why there's so much competition, because souls know it, that uh, greatness takes a lot of trial and errors. Greatness takes um, a lot of belief in yourself. That's so easy to lose. So easy. You go online and you see a bunch of this beautiful, good-looking, rich, successful people, and you think, what am I doing? Why am I not there yet? And the system likes to tease you with all those beautiful fake Instagram photos. But that's not how real life is. Behind every successful person stays a lot of hard work and a lot of tears cried out at night, and not only, and a lot of pain that that person had to deal with in order to be where they are. And only strongest survive in this matrix. That's how it's designed. If you're strong enough, you're gonna have everything, because the winner gets everything. Everything or nothing. That's matrix.
Honestly, still in that scenario, what you described, I see some moments which not necessarily, because when something is truly yours, which is chosen here, here, on these chakras, on these levels, as your mission, it goes smooth. That scenario, what you described, is more common for someone who's still afraid to push his or her own mission and just choosing, I will go and get this education or apply for that job because my sister-in-law, because my neighbor is doing okay over there, because my husband's saying it's a good idea, I should do that. So in this case, when you live by Manipura, by yellow energy, solar plexus energy, you must push reality and be a warrior. That's cool for some time. Even when we do our mission, we using warrior energy, especially when we need to do something in banks or somewhere else outside. But when you really on your wave, a miracle happen. You just naturally, it's not possible, you're not gonna be that much in warrior energy. Honestly, you're not gonna be that much in that energy, so it's not necessary that much struggle.
That's right. That's for sure the description of the yellow energies, Manipura chakra energies. We refer to chakras very often, so we do recommend you guys to watch our previous lives. And I want to mention what are real life examples of Matrix, and how Matrix likes to take all the resources you have for the day. Matrix likes to take it and like its own. One of the examples would be banks that Daria mentioned above. Going to places that are fully systematic, DMVs, banks, any bureaucratic buildings that require you to follow up a certain instruction that everybody does. Even going to grocery shopping for especially sensitive and awakened people sometimes can be like a very big challenge, because you start noticing the things why you lose so much energy there. Like Why you have to fight for your money so much? Even calling, you have to call a bank, make a simple operation. I don't know how it's in Europe or in Georgia where you are, but in United States, I'm sure Daria can confirm because she used to live here for many years. It's hard to get a hold of anybody. Like you have to literally wait on the phone for 30, 40 minutes. Lucky for me, I was once in the bank. I had some troubles. I had to figure out one situation. Somebody was trying to steal my money, and I just got a nice clerk who gave me a secret phone number. He said, this is a fast line. I'm not going to say what bank it is, but he said, this is a fast line number. If you want to, for future reference, you don't have to be on the phone 40 minutes. So there are some ways to overcome the system, but it's also oftentimes depends on your ability to observe, on your ability to pay attention. When you go to the bureaucratic place, you know it's going to be heavy. You know you're going to have to stay for an hour in a line in DMV to get your driver license or something. Just look around and see if you will find some people who are with a better vibe, with a better energy. Try to get your services done with people who are more high vibrational. And you're not going to lose yourself, and you're not going to lose all your temper and be super angry and frustrated, because you will have a shortcut. And the shortcut is in your ability to be a psychologist, to be attentive, to observe. Not everybody is by a robot here. We have a lot of awakened people. We just need to learn how to recognize and see them. And usually awakened souls recognize each other by the eyes right away. But when you have to deal with this, with a heavy systematic places like banks, maybe courts, DMVs and stuff like that, pay attention. And sometimes you will be just surprised how easily you can manipulate the system and make it work in your best interest. Or like when I had these troubles with this Turkish Airlines. I was trying to get to Moldova, and I was traveling last summer, and we discussed much more interesting topics on our travel video, which we discussed traveling from an energy point of view with Daria. We're also going to attach the links below. But when I was traveling there, my plane was late, so I had to stay in this Ataturk airport. Who knows, it's a huge airport, for like a whole night. And my flight would be only the next day. So it's not my fault that the plane was late, right? I was traveling from Albania to Turkey, and from Turkey I was supposed to go to Moldova. It wasn't my fault that the plane was late, so they had to give me accommodation, but they didn't want to do it. And I was looking at all these guys, and I was like, that guy was really like angry looking clerk who just wanted to go home, but he was there overnight. Of course he didn't give me a free hotel. He was just using his credentials, like he's like power. He was using his power. Then I saw another guy did the same thing. Then I saw another guy who was looking more kind than those two. I still didn't give up. I went to him. I asked for the accommodation, for the hotel. And guess what? He did it with no problem. In 1 second, I was already on my way to a really nice hotel where I didn't spend too much time, but still, that was my rights. That's what system does. Makes you fight for your rights, but you don't have to always make it a fight. Just pay attention.
Yeah, you never, it's unpredictable how a system will work. Sometimes in such matrix system situation, you need to turn on your Manipura and show like who is the queen over here. Sometimes you need to do that, but sometimes you need to play cool and like hell no, with this king of rules, with this nerd, I'm not even starting. I will go to another one. I see it will be more easy over there on that desk. You need to feel and play. Depends, like according situation, 1,000,000%. Sometimes it's even better to turn off and say whatever, I will do it by myself, but at least I'm not gonna fight with the wall right now for 3 hours and lose all my energy. I better spend $100 for hotel, not in your case because you manage it, but sometimes it's not manageable, just happening. Sometimes it's not manageable and it's better to spend $100 for hotel, but for that time, what you save for yourself and for that energy, for that time you will make 10 times more for those saved energy. I'm just saying, always see what we always must see what is going with the wave in this situation.
Yeah, and when you guys
Turkey, by the way, Turkey, oh my gosh, it's the most hard, like like such a hard system over there. Oh my god, I used to live there for 1 year in Istanbul. System is so hard. For me, it was harder than in United States. Like making some paperwork, renting something is so hard. Like just unbelievable rules. So much law, so much rules.
Yeah, every country has their own set of rules, but it is what it is. That's the part of the game you also have to know the rules of in order for you to successfully play in it.
Yeah.
And if you find yourself in a situation where, for example, in the morning you were in a good mood, you had some plans, you had some project in mind, to do something of your own. Maybe it's your career that you're developing or some other, whatever it is. Try to save that part of you and do what you need to do for your career first thing in the morning or whenever you wake up. Try to save that sublime energy for yourself, because as soon as you open your phone and you start doing the, call the bank, do all those operations, do all those chores, even cooking, that's it, forget about it. The sublime energy is it's like a butterfly. It's like Daria's earrings today, by the way, very beautiful. I love it. Yeah, so that creative energy is very sublime. It's like a butterfly, literally gonna fly away. You're not gonna catch it. Try to use that beautiful inspiration that you have and do what you need to do. And after this, deal with all the chores, clean the house, cook, take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, then go to the bank, and so on and so forth, because you will notice the big difference. Conversation with certain people on the phone also are very, very draining. Pay attention on your circle. Who do you surround yourself with? Some people are very systematic. They always afraid. They don't believe that there is better options in life. And oftentimes it's our older relatives, which we all love, but we should also remember, do not take the old people's programming. They do not see the world how we see. They have their own understanding. And do not let any contracting programs get stuck in your brain, because a lot of people live under the impression that life is really hard and everything is really hard, and the matrix says, okay, you think like life is hard, I'm going to show it to you, no problem. It manifests in the physical, everything you think about, very quickly, very quickly.
I want to add something. I know it not work for everyone, but maybe for someone it will be available in the future as option. Just wanna share some my experience. You talking about chores. Uh, since I work with energy as tarot card reader and psychic and making many educational lesson courses. Since I work with energy more and more each month, each year, I change my reality with all those chores. For like over than a year, I don't clean. I just invite someone. I used to invite someone in a place which I used to rent, but after that I become even more not system person. For months already, I live in hotel and just someone comes and clean. So like last year in 2023, I just decided to live in hotel and make it even easier. About cooking, honestly, I don't cook. I cook very good. I can cook anything, absolutely, but I don't spend time for that anymore. Also, I don't go to restaurants. If someone thought I go to restaurants, no, I don't, because I don't wanna to make my appearance worse and my energy and my health, because in restaurant you eat plenty of glutamate, which makes taste very bright and make you very swollen next day. And if you eat in restaurant every day, you just get swollen, swollen, swollen and round, like plenty of extra water and all that stuff, not only fat. And I just like do it simple. Keep it simple. Honestly, that much I'm sensitive and greedy to lose that subtle energy. So I become like that. It's not laziness, it's just, oh no, I want to keep it this way. And I noticed that many of people who work for themselves, who travel, who do something, some their own business or energy work, they just live like that, and it's working. It's really good formula, really, really working formula. For me, for sure, just sharing, because honestly, a few years ago, I was watching some bloggers, some influencers who live in hotel, who travel the world, and I was like, wow, how they do that? And that level comes when you really going step by step, higher, higher, higher in some developing, working and living kind of out of matrix traps. It's just happening, it's real. Matrix around you is so beautiful. Olga, just saying, matrix around you is very beautiful. I'm just watching. I cannot hear you, by the way.
Oh, I turn myself off because here is a lot of noises from people, and kids were playing football
Okay.
out there and screaming. So I wanted to make sure that there is no sound problems, on my end.
Since you show us such a beautiful place, I will show something too.
Please
It's dark, it's night, but
show
we will
us.
see.
Show us a beautiful place that you reside in. It's actually amazing. Wow, wow. Look at that view at night. I love it. Daria is in
And
Batumi right now. It's
Black
Georgia.
Sea, Black Sea, a lot of
Wow, it's
constructions.
really fascinating at night. At
Thank
the
you,
daytime as well. I love watching your stories.
thank
Yeah,
you. I love to live on high floors, by the way. It's really good for energy as well. It makes very
very
big difference to be on top of everything and everyone.
definitely.
Also, oh yeah, this is the view. I love it, honestly.
So good, so good. Yeah. Are
Thank
you living
you.
in the same room or are you changing rooms?
Oh, I have a very big place. It's 3 rooms. It's courtyard by Marriott. It's 3 rooms, and it's kind of like, it's very big place
Awesome.
with like own kitchen. No, I live in same room, all my tarot and working person, and another bedroom is over there, and kitchen and laundry and like everything what you need for kitchen. They have like plenty of plates, cups, like real kitchen, like everything like is for
It's fully
life.
equipped for living. That's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's like a condo. It's already ready with everything
Mhm.
to leave. That's very good. Actually, what you mentioned is it's an awesome idea for those people whose schedule and financial life as well as work life, flexibility of schedule allows you, if it allows you to skip certain chores, by all means try and skip it, delegate it. Some people, when they delegate to somebody else to do the tedious tasks, they have so much more time and energy, and they end up making much more money. Just like those people who travel a lot, and we discussed it in our travel video from energy point of view. How do these bloggers do it? A lot of people look online and think, how do they do it? How do they travel to all these luxury hotels and they are always somewhere, like today they're in one country, tomorrow in another? That's the flexibility. A lot of flexibility right there. When we live in one place for too long, we become so conditioned. We go to groceries like 1, 2 times or 3 times a week. We go. Sometimes I notice I go to Whole Foods. Sometimes I meet the same people I've met, I don't know, last week. I was like, what? This is like, matrix is real. Like, or I noticed before when I lived in California, I had different schedules with my neighbors. I noticed I leave the house and they leave at the house the same time. And I come back home and they come back home the same time. And it can be on a random day. And it's not 9 to 5, by the way. It's not a standard 9 to 5. It was like, wow, how do we get conditioned so much when we stay in one place? And there's one other, before I'll give you the word, I wanted to mention one other technique. Um, the more unpredictable you are, the better. The better for you, and the better for you to be ahead of the game. Because when you do something from day to day, month to month, year to year, at the same time, with the same pace, with the same schedule, it's okay for some people it's nice to be like organized and stability, so-called stability. I get it. But when you are too much inserting yourself in that system, you want it or not, you become a part of it, and it has rule over you because you're so predictable. The system knows exactly where you're going to be tomorrow and what time. So try to change up your routines. Go to job, go to your work, taking different roads that you normally don't take. Go for a walk to a new place, get out of the house, go somewhere. There is beauty everywhere. Anywhere you live, really, you can find something beautiful, preferably if it's nature for those who like it, and try to switch up the daily routines.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Only like that. Only like that. And for like many people always explaining same situation. Everyone who going to travel or move to different place, everyone saying, oh my God, I had tremendous fear like last week or last few days before plane or train or whatever. Like, why? What the hell? 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I never had it. Like, what happened to me? It comes with age because we collect more and more not correct energy patterns. And people think, what the hell? 5 years ago, I was just flying everywhere, Thailand, South America, Europe. What happening right now? Why I have these fears? It's so hard for me to dare to just move, to make some changes. It's more hard and hard to break those patterns, and people say, what the hell? I was really afraid to do that road trip, but after I left territory of my city, I felt those freedom, those wings. I was like, what the hell? Why I didn't do that 3 months ago? So because you left some egregore of the city, some trap of matrix where you get same signal every day, just wake up this time, do that, watch this TV show what you used to watch, eat this, go to that restaurant, talk to this friend. Just make your life same every day. It's very hard to break the chain in that sleeping pattern. We always need to be unpredictable. We need to be new. And please, I'm just talking to everyone. It's very common pattern. People saying, I really want to go to that place, or I want to start this relationship, or I want this, or I want that, but I feel like, fear, something holding me. Maybe it's intuition, that person is wrong for me, that country is wrong for me. No, it's not intuition. It's hands of magics which want to keep you in same pattern. It's very important. And if you start something new and everything goes great after you broke that point, then it's really what I'm saying, and it's what happening in 90% of the times. Sometimes, yes, it's intuition and that place is wrong for you or that potential partner, but that it's not even that often, and it's topic of another conversation, and there are another let's say characteristics, and people really mixing up very often fears and old stupid patterns with intuition.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just turned myself off so we don't have any sound from the
no,
kids who are playing.
Instagram has a new new like pattern, new technique. When one person is talking, the microphone of another person is kind of muted. This is how life works right now on
Really?
Instagram.
That's good. Wow, that's advanced.
If I'm wrong, I will
I'm gonna
tell you, but this is what I actually noticed recently.
Oh, that's very good to know. Thanks for telling me. I was doing this hack with a microphone because before it was working for me, sometimes was when one person is talking, there's like a weird echo or sound. So I was just turning myself off just to make sure we don't have any sound interference. But I don't know how much time we have left. We're supposed to be out for not too long today. Did you notice when we started or no? Because time with you always flies extremely fast.
Let's see on my second phone. I don't know.
You don't know? Anyways, let's wrap up with one more example. I want to touch upon one term that not only in Russian speaking world is very rare to find. In English speaking world is even more rare. It's called stalking. Stalking is something that Daria teaches her students in her school, and it made me think about stalking one time when I was recording my course, which is Archetypal Psychology course. It's the course for those people who are spiritually awakened, who want to start healing and helping other people by applying the universal laws. And some of them are coded in 22 major arcanas of tarot. So archetypal
Uh,
psychology,
Sorry,
right? I
I
was
don't know
recording.
time.
It's okay. Archetypal psychology course consists of several lessons, about 30 video lessons, right? And I have many lessons of a different duration. Some lessons are 30 minutes, some lessons are 1 hour. Only those lessons that are made on topic of matrix, guess what? I was recording for 1 hour, for 2 hours, and there is no sound. And it's so frustrating. I was like, okay, lessons about chakras, fine. Lessons about some astrology, fine. Lessons about certain arcanas, fine. Certain tarot arcanas, right? But certain arcanas, like magician or the high priestess or others, there is some interference with the sound that I had to re-record. So the system really likes to get on your nerves, tries to obstacle you. And when you turn on the mindset of stalker, this is when you become ahead of the game. I would like Daria to introduce to English-speaking audience the term stalker, so people don't confuse with a stalker with some creep who follows you around. That's not it. That's not what we are talking here about. Stalking, it's the psychological term, and Daria will share her wisdom with us on it. When you turn on the stalking mindset, the whole picture changes.
Magical term, esoteric term. Stalker is some stalking is some certain point of looking at this reality, observing. That is point when you are observing, when you are not just one small part of whole picture, when you observing from far away. Uh, for example, you sit in some line, maybe bank, maybe hospital, maybe something else, and something is not all right. You don't go on time. Everyone don't go on time. Like, let's say the people on desk messed up with something. Everyone is nervous. Everyone is screaming. You have two waves. Way number one, you can be involved and lose your consciousness. You can start to just fight with the world, ask for your right, lose your energy, talk to everyone, and you cannot change situation, just losing your energy. And way number two, you can just observe. Okay, something is happening. Okay, everyone is nervous because someone is stupid, someone is idiot, someone is late, someone messed up with some appointment. Okay, what's my best way to do in this situation? Let's listen to intuition. Should I leave, or should I show some energy, show some consciousness, use some my tricks? Like, what should I do? Only when you stalker, observer, you can see best way. Maybe the best way is leave, or maybe it will be some miracle. It happened very often to us and our friends and our students when, for example, there is a long line. So, it happened to me also, used to happen to me in the United States, in DMV, all the time. Like, I come to DMV and all the time, and there is line outside, everyone standing in that crazy line from 7 a.m. I came at 4 p.m., let's say, in 1 hour it will be closed. I go just because I know how to do it. I go with energy, with some like easy energy, without some hard thoughts. I go like that, playing cool in the beginning. Security becomes kind of like some, let's say, specific state of mind, because I also know is that okay. I, I do. I'm not in the I'm not blind at all. Sometimes, but you can do it from very certain state of mind when you are observer, stalker, when you are not involved as everyone. So when you observe, you never lose your energy. You know what better to do. You always know all your options. You know how serious is the situation or how it's easier, and you can do something unusual, like that case we just described. So in two words, it is
I see. Yeah, that's very
how
good
we
example of
sound.
stalking.
One person saying the sound is very bad, but honestly, from my point, it's really good. Can someone else?
Thank you for mentioning it,
I think
Diana. Thank you
repeat
so much
such a
for
huge,
mentioning.
yeah, I think we're not going to repeat such big topic as person asks. Diana, you can listen on YouTube because we will upload this video on our YouTube channels, both Olga's and mine. Because it's like a classic situation. One person saying, "Oh, I cannot hear," but all other people saying, "No, everything is normal."
It was a wind, she says. It's because I'm by the water and the sound here is more loud. It's a wind probably, but let us know if the sound is good now. But anyways, Diana, thank you for your comment. We're about to wrap up because I have 5% on my battery and I need my phone. And Daria, thank you so much for finding time. I know you had a super busy day. You had like 3 or more consultations earlier today. Guys, if you find this whole interesting information, which is least to say interesting, it's very unusual. There's not too much of that on an English speaking YouTube. But if you do find it resonating, if you do find that you see the grain of truth in what we discuss in our live videos, we're very happy if you subscribe and share with your like-minded friends. And don't forget that we're here for you guys. If you need any personal consultations, we're welcome. We're open. We're happy to get to know you. And thank you so much for watching. And please stay tuned with us. We're gonna come back shortly. Next topic is gonna be nice and juicy topic.
Very
It's gonna be about
valuable.
men.
Very nice to see you. Sorry for interrupting. Have a beautiful day, Olga.
Likewise, dear. Next live is on the topic of our dear men, what men want. And it's going to be a holiday, which is called 23rd of February, like a man's international day. So we decided to dedicate that date to the topic of a relationship again, but it's going to be more from the man's perspective. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned and we'll see you on the next live. Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.